Working hard or hardly working? That's today's topic on Meema McLiving Healthy. I'll also do a Weight Watchers weekly weigh-in. If you're interested, stay tuned. Hello. Well, as I said in my intro, today's topic is working hard or hardly working. You'll understand what I mean by that after I give you my Weight Watchers weekly weigh-in. That's what we're going to do first. You know, last week on August the 15th, I was in Florida, so I was not able to weigh on my regular Thursday weigh-in day. But I had weighed in before we left home on Wednesday, and I weighed the same as I had the Thursday before, which was 125.2. I was happy with that. I count that as a perfect week, but it was one day short, so I don't know exactly what it would have been Thursday morning. I don't think it would have been as good because when we go to Florida, I can't track as accurately, and I have a tendency, especially this time of year, to overeat. And this last trip was no different. I ate way too much for the week. And I really wasn't eating foods that I don't normally eat. I was just eating too much of it. My portion sizes just went out the roof, where normally I might eat 3 to 4 ounces of a portion. I'm sure I was going at least 6. And I was eating some things that I don't normally eat, a lot of rice. I had rice 2 days in a row, which I don't normally. I'll eat rice occasionally, but rarely 2 days in a row, and I did while I was down there. And I had pizza, which I eat pizza, but instead of 1 piece, I had 2. So I knew that when I got on the scale Monday, it was not going to be a good number, that it was going to be above the 125.2. I knew it was because we got back late Saturday, and I didn't do much better on Sunday. I ate more than normal on Sunday too, and had a dessert Sunday night, so I knew that things were not going to be looking very good on my scale, and I was not disappointed in that. Because when I got on the scale Monday morning, I was up over 3 pounds for 4 days. That means basically I gained almost a pound a day. And, I knew I wasn't doing well, but I didn't realize it was going to be that much. I usually try to prepare myself, and I prepared myself for a gain of over 2 pounds, but not over 3. So I was shook to the core that on Monday morning I knew that I had to really get things straightened up. I also knew that more than likely I was going to have a gain for this week because of how badly I had done the first 4 days. But I did do what I knew would help me. I don't know if all of y'all are familiar with the way Weight Watchers works, but they assign points to different foods, and then each day I get a certain amount of number of points that I can use with whatever foods I eat. Well, some of the foods that they have 0 points, and that's what I tried to concentrate on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I definitely lowered my portion sizes. I had quite a bit of 99% fat-free ground turkey, and I also had boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I think I had at least 2 and maybe 3 salads over that 3-day period. Now, I don't eat salads because I know that they're low in points. I really like salads, and I didn't have salads when I was in Florida. I had 1 meal with salad. But so I was craving it when I got home, and I know I had at least 2 meals that were salads, and I had one that the salad was a side, so I had 3 salads during Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I've tried to make the best of an already not so good situation for the week. This morning I knew that I was going to have a gain, and I was prepared for over a pound. So when I got on the scale, I'll just tell you right now, I was pleased. And it was a gain, because when I weighed in this morning, I weighed 125.8. That means that I gained 6/10 of a pound this week. Really over 8 days, but I gained 6/10 of a pound, but I'm really happy with that. I am still in the 125-pound range. Now, just barely, but I am still in it. So I have to be happy that I dropped more than 2 pounds from Monday, and that's the best I could have hoped for. I'm hoping that I will continue this trend that I've been on these last 3 days, because if I don't, I'll be in the 126 to 127 pound range next week, and I'm just not wanting to do that. So that was the results of my weigh-in this morning. Now, let's go on to the topic. Working hard or hardly working? Now, I do want to preface before I get into the topic that I had a completely different topic planned for this week. And as I normally do, I will have topics set up 2 and 3 weeks ahead of time. But if something happens to me personally during the week, I'll change it, because not only do I feel like you need that information, but I feel like I need to put it out there so that I won't repeat whatever it is that has been a problem for me this week. So that's why the topic changed from something that I will post probably next week. I'm really looking forward to posting that video. So you're going to have to watch next week to even find out what it is. But this week I needed to get myself straight, because I knew that last week I was hardly working. And as the thumbnail shows, when I work hard, I'm successful. When I hardly work, I look like that picture on the thumbnail. And I looked like that for many, many years. I was not working at trying to be my best. And that's exactly what I fell into last week. I didn't eat a lot of the poor choices, but I did have one really bad poor choice that I repeated over and over and over. And that was on the way to Florida. We stopped at a little pecan place, and I got some chocolate-covered pecans. And if Papa had any of them, it was one. I don't think he had any. And finally, after 3 days, I said enough is enough, and I threw the bag away. Unfortunately, there were only 2 or 3 pieces left of it. So I had eaten a whole bag of chocolate-covered pecans. And I knew that was a big reason I knew I was going to have a weight gain on Monday. But it didn't stop me, because did you notice I said I didn't just do it one day. I did it 3 days in a row. And I am not proud of the fact that I did it, but I did. And so I was hardly working. I was eating way too much of not just the wrong foods, but just way too much food. And I did get out and walk every single day that I was there. It was beautiful weather. I actually got in the pool one time and just had a wonderful time. But my food intake was out of control. So Monday, I changed over from the hardly working back to what I know that works, the working hard. And that's why I was able to get more than 2 pounds off between Monday and this morning. I would have not been successful in doing that had I not done what I did. You know, I had to back away from the food, and I had to do what I knew worked. And that's the only reason that I had any kind of success. And gaining weight doesn't sound like success, does it? But for me, it was this week. It had to be. I had to do what I had to do. I want to know, have you ever found yourself hardly working after having weeks and weeks of working hard at trying to lose weight? Have you found yourself hardly working at it and gaining the weight back? You know, that's the big difference between, for me, in Weight Watchers and in all the other diets that I have ever been on over my 69 years of existence. I was on so many fad diets that the minute I would get off of them, I'd gain whatever weight I had lost back. And I haven't done that with Weight Watchers. I had one period of some health issues that I did gain 20 to 25 pounds back, but I was able to get it off. And I was still doing it through Weight Watchers, not some off-the-wall crazy fad diet. It was always Weight Watchers. And that's why I know that I'll always be on Weight Watchers, because I'm able to do what I know works, and it will work. When I have a lousy first 4 days of the week, I can rein it in and have a good last 3 days and not have a 3-pound gain and just end up with a 0.6 pound gain. So please let me know if you've ever found yourself doing that, and tell me what you did to get back on track. By the way, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I hope you would consider subscribing. You know, I tell it like it is on this channel, and you know, I've been within just a few pounds of what I am now for most of the 10 years that I've been on Weight Watchers. I will have been in a healthy weight range for the most part on October the 2nd for 10 years. And so I hope that you can learn from my experience. That's what this channel's all about. And if you think anybody would benefit from this or any of my videos, please share. I hope all of you have a much better week than I just got through with. God bless you, everyone. Until next time, goodbye.